Home of the Bills since 1973. We are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I call the advanced pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Touchdown! James Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Herbert off of play action. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Running on 1st down, Eckler. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. After one, 13-6 our score on EA Sports. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bills at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Again, it's Cook, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Allen gonna throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Allen hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And after that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician margin, isn't he? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. It's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. After the sack on first down, Allen, and he's going to go down again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. third down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. It's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it into last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that is pass, no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Throwing is Allen. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They approach this drive with confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first two throws has them bubbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Now it's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.